Hey guys, my name is Idan and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to bring you guys a really cool video because today is going to be the start of the new series I'm going to be doing on this channel. I'm going to be doing a series on how to get from starting out as a trader, for learning the first basic things as a trader, to how to get into it and start becoming profitable as a trader. So I want to make this video because this is going to be the part one of the series, the most basic of the basic in trading, but you will always use it. Don't forget, you'll always use this technique no matter what strategy you're trading. Everything revolves around this because everyone sees it. The people watching the markets and the people controlling the markets see it. So this is very important. I will be talking about the support and resistance levels. These are also known commonly as ceiling and floor levels. So let me get into it. Let's hop onto the graphs and I can start showing you guys what it is. So now that we've gone over to the charts, let me show you guys what I meant by resistance and support levels on the actual chart. So it's not just me talking and you can actually see what I was showing. So as I mentioned before, the resistance levels can be called ceiling levels, as you can see up top. And the support levels can be called floor levels. By the way, before I start this video, let me explain what these red lines are across the screen are. This is my cursor. This is my mouse cursor. I can't, for some reason, I'm not able to show you guys where my mouse is. So this is the only way I'm able to do it. So I hope you guys are able to easily tell where my mouse is so I can help you guys learn how to do this. So before we even draw out these lines, this is what it's going to look like. Before any of this, I'm just going to leave these here because these are good indications so you can see the words and you can see what they're called. So what am I looking for here? Let me explain. I am looking for multiple rejections on the same level. That's what I'm looking for. So as you can see, do you see? So I'm going to be showing you guys also the tools you can use, because I notice that most YouTube videos do not show the tools they use and how to do it. So I'll explain this myself. So there's two tools I use a lot, and it's a rectangle right here. You just press this arrow button, rectangle and eclipse. I'm just going to be showing you guys the eclipse quickly just so I can show you guys that there's where the multiple touches are on a certain level. So you see right here, let me just draw it out like this, just real quick. Sorry about the weird contrasted green. I like it. It hurts some people's eyes. I would say it looks a little weird, but I love it. It's very bright so I can see it. Do you see these touches where it looks like it would be touching the same kind of area, the same top? So what I would do here is I would go back to this tool and go to the rectangle. Then with my cursor, I will teach you guys how to do these more exact later on in the series. But for now, I'm just going to be drawing out so you can see. What I'm doing is just drawing out the rectangle. I'm just drawing out a line as a ceiling, as you saw before as the purple box. So what I did here, do you see how, pretend it was just this, okay? This is all we saw right now. Sorry. Pretend this is all we saw right now. You see how it touched the same level twice? It touched this line and then it rejected and kept following downwards. So it kept moving. So you see how it touched this line and then pushed downwards, so it rejected this line. Now what happened when it was rejecting it and then started coming right back up again? It got rejected a second time. What does this mean? This means I could have already drawn out a rectangle. This is what I would do right now. I'm actually going to show you guys this step by step so you guys can learn this and you guys could do it with me. The best thing you can do is after this video, or even throughout this video, go on to the tradingview.com. I will link it down below. That's the channel. I mean, that's the site we all traders look at for their charts and everything, unless you're using a third-party site. This is the main site. So I'm going to show you guys how to use this, and so you guys can start doing it yourself. And the best thing to do, like I said before, is just practice and keep trying as much as you can. So what I do is take this rectangle tool, and I would take it and just draw out a line like this. Let me actually take out these. You see how this is getting rejected as like a ceiling? Pretend like I got a bouncing ball and it bounces off this, right? So here's a little tiny GIF example, which I love showing. But here we go. This is like a bouncing ball touching a support. I'm showing you guys the ceiling currently, but when there's the support like here, As you can see, do you see how it's been touched multiple times and basically touched right here? It kind of got down to that level. I would be able to draw out a line right here. Here, let me just get up a little bit more. Do you see how this now acted as a support, as a floor? So pretend the graphs are a bouncing ball, just bouncing constantly against these floors. This is a way to identify support and resistance. Just think of it as a bouncing ball. That's the way I did it. That's the way it was easy for me to learn. So think of this every single time you think of support and resistance. Think of it as a bouncing ball. So let's get back to it. So after this, you can see that it went down to the support and bounced off of it multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4. This has acted as a strong support level. This is a very important thing to know in the markets. Same as here. You see how it touched 3 times now? It has touched 3 multiple times. That is a very good indication of support, resistance. So now that I've showed you guys how to do this, let me show you guys how you can actually learn how to enter trades off this and why I wanted to show you this. So as I showed you before, it gets rejected multiple times. So as you can see, it is rejected multiple times on this level, right? It has been rejected multiple times along this level. So what can I expect? I can expect for this, pretend this is all I saw, right? I did not see any of this. I didn't see any of this. I just saw this purple circle right here, this rejection. So what I'm going to wait for is I'm going to wait for it to start heading back up again. And because I know that if it comes back, it will most likely bounce off that line, I will keep watching. So what am I doing here? I'm watching. Then look what happens. I called this, obviously I showed you guys this before, but you see how I rejected this line right here? What you can do is, if you're trading specifically only, I really suggest that you should not only trade one strategy. Like you should stick to one strategy, but you should not stick to only one certain way of looking at the chart. I will be showing you guys more about this in the next couple of videos, but just stay tuned because this is only the first part 1 video of it. So there's so much I want to get to. And by the end of it, this will become a lot more easy. So you can see it's been touched multiple times, and multiple times has it been rejected. What I could have done is I could have entered. I could have entered right on this level. I could have entered right here. Entry. I could have entered on this level, entered my trade as a buy. So as you've heard probably from stocks and any other market in the world, you buy low, sell high. So this is a low, clearly. It has been called a low multiple times, 3-4 times even. So I would have entered this trade and look at that, just straight profits. Just straight profits. There you go. That is one of the most basic strategies to do. And let me actually show you a little bit more in it. As you can see, this has been looked at as a support for a long time, but what happens when it breaks out? That is the question you're probably asking yourself. Now let's see. So what it did right here is it broke out with a really strong downwards momentum. As you can see, this candlestick is very long until it closed. So what does this mean? Especially because this is the support. Now when it breaks below support, it still gets respected. It's not forgotten about. So what happens is it broke down below, right? And as you can see, it goes right back up to retouch it. What does that do? Now it takes this floor, it takes the old floor and just turned it into a new ceiling. So what did this do? Now that it broke through this structure, broke this floor, it broke through the lines, came back up and retouched. You see how it's rejected this line again, twice? That is now called the new resistance. I'm going to use resistance. I'm going to stop using ceiling and floor from now on. I hope you guys learned what ceiling and floor, in other words, means. But these are the proper terms. So this is what I'm going to use from now on. This is just a heads up. So you see how it's formed a new resistance right at the top of this. So now you could have used this as also a sell high. In Forex, we can make money when it goes down as long as you enter a sell. So what I could have done is I could have took the same exact thing. I could have I saw that it's going to retouch this line. So I said, I could have said to myself, now that it's broken this structure and come back, when it touches the line, I'm going to enter a sell. So I'm going to do a sell. Yeah, I'm going to do a sell. Now from then on, that's another win. And then it just keeps going down. That is one of the most basic things in Forex, but it is very, very important. Now I'm going to head back over to the camera so you guys can see my face again and I can explain a little bit more and end off this video. Welcome back to the camera. So this was actually my first time doing a video like this, and I don't want it to be my last. It was a lot of fun to show you guys the way I trade and how the way I see my charts and the way others do too. I'm not the only Forex trader that trades like this or even sees this. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something new. This is just the first part of this series. I'm going to be doing a lot more advanced. This is just the most basic part of it where you have to learn. You're going to have to learn this if you want to learn my strategy and a lot of other strategies. So I'm excited to show you guys the next couple of videos. The next couple I'm going to record. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment down below if you have anything, any questions, any concerns, anything like you wanted me to make it a little more minimalistic. Maybe there's a couple lines I overdrew or something. It might have been a little overcomplicated. So please let me know down in the comments below. Like this video if you enjoyed, because that's going to motivate me to keep doing these. Subscribe too, because I want to show you guys, I want to be able to come out with more videos. And if you genuinely want to get into something like this, I can show you the step path to get to become a profitable trader. You just have to trust the process and trust me in being able to help you. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next ones. Peace out.